Bay Vinyl community, this is Chris. This is Sunday, December 30th, the day before New Year's Eve. So this probably be my last video of the year. This is vinyl finds plus a few CDs thrown in. So I thought I would come on here. I've watched a few videos recently. People getting their 2018 summaries in. Andrew Tales from the Crate doing his fireside chat. James Buttery doing 2 videos, finds and best of, I think, something like that. So I watched Dean from Grandma's Handbag do his video. He was announcing that a teaser for his top 100 video that'll be coming out in 2019. So shout out to Dean and Grandma's Helper. So this is my Grandma's Helper tonight. This Founder's Dank Wood, which is Imperial Red India Pale Ale aged in bourbon barrels. So salute to everybody. Now the recent pickups and finds. This one was a find because it was included in an order that I had made on eBay or Discogs. This is Thollem, Clouser and Chase. It's called the Dub Narcotic Session, Volume 2. So it's sort of a jazz trio record. Again, don't know much about it because it was included as a free CD in with my order. So that was a nice surprise to get that. I've listened to it once. Can't really remember what it was, other than it wasn't bad. Another one I picked up recently, The Fire Tale, Bora Bergman with Evan Parker. So Bora Bergman is a pianist, Evan Parker saxophonist. This is on Soul Note, 1994. This is I think the first time I've tried to make a video from this particular location or this angle, so I'm getting used to the lighting and reflections and things. So 4 tracks. By this duo, recorded in 1990, released in 1994. Bora Bergman with Evan Parker, The Fire Tale. Hugh Hopper, related to Soft Machine. Numero de Vol. So Hugh Hopper with Simon Picard, Steve Franklin, and Charles Hayward on percussion. Charles Hayward of This Heat, Camberwell Now, Hugh Hopper, Soft Machine, 2007 on the Monjune Records label. And last two, Lowell Coxhill and Varian Weston. Worms Organizing Archdukes on the M&M label. This is 2002. 5 tracks recorded between 2000 and 2001. So Lowell Coxhill saxophone, Varian Weston piano. M&M label. So free jazz. And then the final one, piano based, Ross Boliter, an Australian artist. This is 2010. Night Kitchen, an hour of ruined piano. So 14 solo improvisations on up to 5 ruined pianos simultaneously. This one I haven't opened yet, but also on the M&M label. Just like the Varian Weston Lowell Coxhill. Alright, some recent vinyl pickups, starting with Dave Burwell, Windward Passages on Hat Hut Records. This is a 2 LP set. There's the Hat Hut label on one side and then the other side, so sort of like a Vertigo setup. There's the gatefold, Dave Burrell at the keyboard. This is 1980. Solo piano, Charles Ives, as played by Noel Lee on piano. Piano Sonata number 1 on Non-Such label. This is well, I don't see the year jumping out at me. So, sort of modern classical piano, Charles Ives. More modern classical, sort of. John Eaton, Microtonal Fantasy. So, keyboards, electronics. On Decca label, this gold Decca. And then more modern classical, George Rochberg, Quintet for Piano and String Quartet. This is also on the Nonsuch label. 1981 release. Played by the Concord String Quartet and Alan Marks on piano. So Quintet for Piano and String Quartet by George Rochberg. More solo piano, more in the New Age vein. Matt Johnson, A Quiet Moment on Dolce and Nuit Productions, 1985. Got his black cat there on the keyboard helping him out. Staying in that modern classical vein, Stephen Wolpe on Esoteric Records. This is a sonata for violin and piano. Well, actually 3 songs. That one, quartet, and Passacaglia. There's the label. Sonata for violin and piano takes up side 2. And the other 2 compositions take up side 1. David Tudor is the pianist as needed. He's also done a lot of John Cage piano work, some of his own electronic compositions. This one I just saw Rob at Sounds Strange. He just picked this up. Well, at the beginning of the month. I just saw his video today, even though it's almost a month old. And I just recently picked this up. John Cage and Lucas Foss make up this release. This is again Nonsuch. Concerto for prepared piano and orchestra with Yuji Takahashi on piano and Lucas Foss with his composition Baroque Variations. There's the Nonsuch label upside down. Alright, straying over into sort of the jazz, fusion jazz realm. This is Marscape by Jack Lancaster and Robin Lumley. So this is basically, this is 1976. Basically Brand X album with Jack Lancaster added to the normal cast of members. So on RSO 1976. So maybe a little more electronic than a normal Brand X release would be, but otherwise kind of similar. Then we move into more New Age. This is Golden Voyage Volume 3 by Robert Burns and Ron Dexter, 1979. So again, this is all electronic. Golden Voyage Volume 3, which is the one I think I had, or maybe that was the one I just got. So I'll show you this one, Golden Voyage Volume 2. Both covers look very hand-drawn. Robert Burns and Ron Dexter. This one says 1978. Volume 3 was 1979. Recommends that you use headphones with this. Galactic Exploration Through Celestial Harmonics. And I guess I should show the label just in case. There it is. Alright, last three. Azimuth. I think I just saw Cosmic Pickle, Gary, show this, or one of the other Azimuth albums. This is on the ECM label, 1979. Gold stamp promo, as some people would say, though the album itself is not a promo. So this is John Taylor on keyboards, Norma Winstone on voice, Kenny Wheeler on trumpet and flugelhorn. So 3 compositions per side. June 1978 was when it was recorded. Azimuth is the group. Then Dave Brubeck. A couple people have been showing various Dave Brubeck pickups. This is Time Farther Out. Variations based on the painting on the cover by Juan Miro. Miro Reflections. So these are, you see this string of numbers here. So all the compositions reflect that string of numbers. You know, one's in 3/4 time, and the next one's in 4/4, 5/4, 6/4, 7/4, 8/8, and 9/8. There's the Columbia 6i. I forget what the date is. Looks like 1961. Dave Brubeck. And then the last one, if somebody has seen one of my earlier videos about auction results, I ended up with some albums with no covers. This was another one that came with no cover. So it's on the Enya label by Peter Warren, called Bass Is. With David Holland, Glenn Moore, Barry Atchell. So sort of a very ECM type lineup. No cover. I'll try to insert a graphic of the cover in the video before I post it. So, whoops, this is just a blank sleeve that I had that I stuck it in. So, alright, thanks everybody for watching, and thanks everybody for viewing throughout the 2018 year, and I hope I see some of you again in 2019. So, talk to you later.